And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by their second-year quarterback. It was the 2017 Heisman Trophy winner, as most of you know, and that's Baker Mayfield.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They go play action. Mayfield. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Now let's take a look here at the Bills offense.
And they're coming off a good win on the road last week, but they do know that they have a home game next week. So all the focus has to be, can they get a second win on the road and make going home that much sweeter? That's the intention in this ball game.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Look at the starters defensively for the Dolphins. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
On 2nd down now, it's Howard. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. to throw on second down. Smiley, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Operating from the gun, Smiley, and that is incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep, Travis Benjamin. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
There are the numbers for McDonald from a week ago. 5 catches, 53 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's third down. On third down, this is Howard. Now Howard stripped. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them pass it, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback in the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. Following the fumble recovery, Smiley, and that's Elliott, complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it's a second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. He's got Green. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Smiley got a man open. That's Harry. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal. Expect them to tackle right here on this play.
Now Elliott. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now Ryan Suckup will come on and try the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And he'll be caught behind the line of scrimmage at the 3. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get them the football back. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now Howard. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. This is Howard on 2nd down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Howard. And they're going to get the first out here as he's up to the 14.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Jalen Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
Let's see if they do that. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. It's just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Here's Tressway now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Smiley. And this is incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Smiley. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. Here's the Dolphins defense as they head out to set up shop. And as we're going to see right here, they have been laying some pretty electrifying hits in this one.
And these are for real. Okay, as you watch, think about putting yourself in that spot, about being the ball carrier or the receiver.
I don't want to.
And then taking that shot, it is something else. It's not like when we were watching that video clip where they showed you how they make sounds for movies. This is for real.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Out of the gun, this is Howard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down.
That's it, baby.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. And he finds Stills, complete. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And that's complete to Adams. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on 1st. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They run with Howard. And an alley to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. That's caught out wide by Stills. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw, and he finds McDonald. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 43.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Running with Howard. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Nigel Bradham brings him down. Looking to throw on second down. Mayfield. And this is Selleck here with a grab. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Mayfield from the gun on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And Walker has it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. On first down, Smiley. Incomplete to the tight end Walker, right side. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And an alley to run. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the 20.
Elliott. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The Dolphins on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Smiley. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
It's got to the point when we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Now Ryan Suckup will come on and try the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Throwing on second down. Mayfield nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The Bills on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 15. Mayfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And out come the Dolphins now. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. And it's incomplete. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Smiley. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now Ryan Suckup will come on and try the field goal. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for them, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Mayfield to throw it. And McDonald here over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Bills on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. On the handoff, this is Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Kill.
On 1st, they go right back to Howard. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On the give, running right is Howard. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
53, check 53.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And Adams has it, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the delay, it's Howard. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the plane of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. It's caught here by Adams. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now Mayfield. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Davante Adams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's A.J. Green as he gets set to go again on offense. With them losing here in the second quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more, right?
I would guess you would start to see maybe some quick screens, some hitches, anything to get the ball in his hands quickly and let him try and do some damage after the catch. Or maybe just flip some formations and keep him isolated where it's more of a one-on-one route and get the ball to him.
I say just 4. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Extra point up and good by Succa. And the lead is now 10-7. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield, that one complete. He finds Sharp. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. First down, Mayfield. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield.
Well, they run it.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 27-yard line. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Sanders' kick is good. And that will knot things up here late in the first half. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it. And that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend. So lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. We'll get things going with a good one in our nation's capital. The Jets in town to take on Washington. And it is the Jets who have the lead in that one. The Jets had a brilliant first half of the season. Now they're looking to get to 8-1 with a victory. From there, let's make the quick trip up the Parkway and check in on the Ravens at home in Baltimore. And this one going the visitors' way as the Texans have the lead in that one. 2 touchdown passes there for the former MVP, Matt Ryan. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Dak Prescott has thrown a touchdown pass. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been as tight as we expected. All tied through one half of play. For the call of the second half, let's get it back to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Elliott on first down, going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run with Elliott. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Green brings it in. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. So they did not bring pressure, and turns out probably a bad idea.
Yeah, he had time to stand in the pocket and deliver a strike. So I'm wondering if they're going to note that, and next time just go ahead and bring that pressure.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Smiley. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Chris Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. The give is to Elliott. And this will go for 5 up to the 33. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Operating from the gun. Smiley, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Miami. Returning, it's Benjamin. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Marching back onto the field now, Devontae Adams and company getting set to go. Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. On 2nd and 9, Mayfield.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Mayfield now gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Give them 6 there, but now it's 3rd. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. On 3rd down, it's Howard. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, it's Howard. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go counter with Howard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 20. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. To throw on 2nd down. Smiley. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Smiley. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Here's J.K. Scott now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Now Benjamin. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out come the Bills. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. From the 44, Mayfield. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. On 1st down, Howard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Check. 180. Check. 53. Hey, check.
They go with Howard again. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. So it's his 2nd miss of the game. They both hurt. This one especially so.
Yeah, you've got a chance to give your guys a second-half lead, and they're counting on you to put them in front. And I tell you, there's no one more disappointed than he is that he let his guys down.
And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen. They see the blocks happen. They feel really good about their vision. And then they use their legs to find that open space.
And he's had some good help up front to boot. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Looking to throw. Smiley. He's got his man here. It's Green. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Elliott on 1st down, got to get this back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And on the stop, DeMonte Casey. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Smiley, that's Elliott, complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and nowhere to go. Here he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Here's J.K. Scott now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Out comes Devontae Adams in the offense for their next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And he finds Howard complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Again to Howard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Well, that'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Mayfield now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Howard. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. To throw, Mayfield. And it's caught by Saleh. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 19.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now they'll run on the draw. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. From the 17, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. And that's complete to Adams. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Mayfield looks to throw. And this is Selleck here with a grab. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
if you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, tight down. There you go.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And Stills bringing it in. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Kenny Stills, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Hard that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you're throwing so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Throwing on first down. Smiley, that one complete. Elliott. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's got Green. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Desmond Trufant with a sack. The corner blitz hits home. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. And Walker has it. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, Smiley. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Okay. Here we go.
A first down throw from Mayfield. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Mayfield to throw it. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Give the sack to Barkevius Mingo, the former number 6 pick. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? There's always one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
And now the throw hauled in by Green. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Smiley. Finding Green complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The end result, 21 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 39-yard line. Back to throw. Smiley got his man complete over the middle. It's Elliott. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Green brings it in. And he'll go down at the 28. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Smiley. He completes it to Tate. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw, and he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 12-yard line. Back to throw. A dump off to Elliott. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. He's back to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He'll look to throw, and complete to the tight end Walker, right side. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up fourth down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid.
On fourth down, Smiley, and it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now Mayfield. And Adams has it complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
Check, 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 check.
Here's Mayfield. That one complete. He finds Shark. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Check. 20. Check. 53. I'm going to run you.
They'll run on first down. It's Howard, and he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. He has missed twice today, but he can make up for it here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Buffalo, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, it's loss number 3 for them on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Foot on the gas, I will not crash, they will not stop me, tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me, celebrate, I copy, I do my dance, jump in the stands, no man, oh there with the hands, thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans, I do what I want, they do what they can, got it on smash, foot on the gas, I will not crash, 100 yard dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed to get murdered victorious. Years black, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring the dash. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me, tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me, celebrate, I copy, I do my dance, jump in the stands, no man, oh there with the hands, thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans, I do what I want, they do what they can, got it on smash, foot on the gas, I will not crash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard bringing a trophy. I say I'm the best because I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. See colors up making a name. I put on the Jets, the coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take all poop, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish now. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, fuck the opposition, man. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm close. pros in the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mid dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running in down the finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I told the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, The L that they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas,